Hello, and welcome to your fourth reading comprehension lesson. Today, we will read a story together and answer some questions about it. This way, we can see if we understand what the story is saying. Let's continue practicing what we learned. So get your notebook and let's get started. First, let's review the steps to answering the story. 1. What is the question keyword? 2. Find that keyword in the article. 3. Answer the question. So for today's lesson, I will let you see the questions first. Then we will spend 3 minutes reading the story. Here are your questions. Let's find the key words. What is this story mainly about? When you see this type of question, there is no keyword. You must simply understand what you read and match the answers. So no keywords here. What is true of the dog? We have some keywords here. Can you see them? True of the dog. Here we need to read the answer choices and see what matches the story as true. Why did the issue with the dog bother John? Here we must understand the issue in the story to answer the question. With these questions, you want to read the answer choices before answering them. What did John do to stop the dog's bad habit? Here we have some keywords. Can you see them? Stop and dog's bad habit. In the story, we need to look for the words stop and dog's habit. These will be the answer to this question. What did the other dogs say about the bell? We have some keywords here. Can you see them? Dogs say and the bell. In the story, we need to look for dogs talking about a bell. Take a look at the questions and the answer choices. Take a minute to read them and then be ready to read the story. The dog's bell. I will give you 3 minutes to read the story. Then we will look up the questions. Reading comprehension questions. Number 1. What is the story mainly about? When you are asked what a story is about, you must try to find the answer that matches the whole story best. So let's look at these answers together. It's not B, a dog stroll through town. Yes, the dog did walk through town, but that isn't mainly what the story is about. It's not C, a content man and his dog. John is not happy about his dog biting people. It's not D, a village that liked John's dog. The village people did not like John's dog. So the answer must be A, a dog that is frequently bad. This is mainly what the story is about, John's bad dog. Reading comprehension questions. Number 2. What is true of the dog? He likes none of John's friends. He shakes his head too much. He bites when it's not appropriate, and he expects people to be calm around him. Think about each answer here. Which one sounds like the most true answer? It can't be B. He shakes his head too much. This isn't true because the story didn't talk about him shaking his head. It can't be D. He expects people to be calm around him. The story didn't talk about what the dog expected at all. He likes none of John's friends. This is wrong because this might sound true, but the dog never said it didn't like John's friends. So the answer must be C. He bites when it's not appropriate. This is true. The story is all about the dogs biting people. Reading comprehension question number 3. Why did the issue with the dog bother John? People didn't think of John in a positive way. People avoided going to John's house. People didn't want John to represent them. People didn't like the song that John played. Here we need to choose the problem that best matches John's issue. Which one is true of the story? It's not A. People didn't think of John in a positive way. The people liked John, just not his dog. It's not C. People didn't want John to represent them. John wasn't representing anyone. This wasn't in the story. It's not D. People didn't like the song that John played. John wasn't playing a song in the story. So the answer must be B. People avoided going to John's house. And this is correct. People didn't want to go there because the dog bit people. They didn't want to go to John's house because his dog would always bite the people that came. Bad dog. Reading comprehension question number 4. What did John do to stop the dog's bad habit? He instructed the dog on learning tricks. He punished the dog for biting. He was patient and showed concern. He put a bell around the dog's neck. We looked for our keywords when we read the story, so now let's choose the right answer. It's not A. He instructed the dog on learning tricks. He tried to teach the dog, but it never learned. He punished the dog for biting. No, John didn't want to punish the dog, which is crazy. Bad dog. It's not C. He was patient with the dog, but it didn't stop the dog from biting. So it must be D. He put a bell around the dog's neck. And this is true. He put a bell around the dog's neck so that the people could hear the dog coming. That was the advice of the people from the town. Here is your last question. Answer it in the comment sections of the video. What did the other dogs say about the bell? I hope you liked today's lesson. I will see you for our next lesson. Goodbye.